It's official. We back. What up, though, family? We are back with another video, man. The official video for the drop. College football 26, the trailer, man. I know. You as excited as I am, man, because I'm definitely excited. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But we still got a month or so to go before we can get our hands on the game. So either way, we're going to go over this information that they released to us in the campus huddle. And you already know, as more information come out, I got you covered, dog. So you ain't got to go nowhere else. But without further ado, man, let's get into it. So first things first, man, you already know what we got to talk about off the dribble, man. We got to talk about that gameplay. And so it seems to me that they knew there was a few things that needed to be fixed. Game was still nice, but at the end of the day, was some things that just needed to be worked on, little kinks, you know what I'm saying? So either way, that's the first thing they talked about. They immediately addressed it like, hey, look, we know we need to fix some things got to get better. We know we need to improve on blocking. That's a no-brainer. That's any EA game, but either way. Then they added some things like, so they talking about stunts and twists when it comes to the D-line. Hey, dog, that might be nice right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's just something we ain't really seen. So that you have to improve blocking if you're going to do all that. And then they talking about custom zones. So when they say custom zones, I don't know what that really means. We're going to have to wait for the deep dive to get a better understanding. But I'm thinking like, hey, you're already doing custom as far as depth and field. So I'm thinking custom means you're able to place them where you want them to be to actually get a custom field. Because, you know, sometimes when people are running certain routes, they're burning you with those deep corners or those deep posts over the middle. And so maybe you can just make that route custom to cover that back there or cover whatever your tendencies of your opponent. Either way, that sound kind of dope. And then they did say they was trying to work on that the consistency of coverage because, you know, like I know, people was dumbing out in certain coverages, man. The ball fly right over their head. They act like they don't even see it. So they said they addressed these things. Now, we know EA. They say they do some things, but either way, that is a good look. So we're going to have to find out once the game drops. And they did the thing we was screaming for. A better way to do substitutions. For all my Dynasty players, man, oh my God. For me to have to keep pausing the menu, sub somebody out, pause it back, man, you get tired of just switching and clicking and constantly. There's got to be a better way. And they said they came up with a better way to where now you don't have to pause it to start subbing people out when it comes to this wear and tear. Because all my Dynasty folks know, when the Joker get to going in the red, you got to get him up out of there. And then you want to sit him down the depth chart. So you got to do this, that, and the third, bring him down, bring people up. So instead of having to do all that, they said they got a better system for that. And that's a plus. Also, they said they added over 2,800 new plays, man. 2,800 new plays? I ain't gonna lie, dog. It was definitely needed because at the end of the day, you start feeling like you're running the same plays over and over within your playbook. So to add those many plays to the playbook, that can only be a plus for us, the community. So y'all know I got my handy dandy note sheet. So you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be looking down to make sure I'm giving you the right information. So now we gotta be talking about the foundation football advancements. So what this means is they basically talking about they improved some of the gameplay, as we'll see. And they also said something about they've improved the mechanics of tackling and they worked on the physics of tackling. Well, that just probably means more tackle animations and some of the things, which is cool. I mean, you can't never have enough of those because some of them was just getting repetitive at the end of the day. We already know that as players. But either way, they said they did that. And then they said they also did some type of, with all these enhancements, that it'll give us better control on both sides of the ball. Now, I don't know about all that. But more control is better if it does what it's supposed to do. Now look, this here, ooh-wee, with this home field advantage 2.0, man, listen, this is crazy because basically what it is now is, obviously we had our own little shakes and rumbles, and now you got to be on Dynasty to be able to see these things because this wasn't on online play. It should be, but it wasn't. And so either way, what they did now was they went further into it. So now with all the shaking and the yelling and hooping and the hollering, they also gonna start distorting the clock. So now the play clock is going down. Now I don't know when it's gonna do it, but it's gonna blur out. And if it blurs out and becomes distorted, that means you can't see it. So now you gotta know when to call your play. And I hope there's no beeps or no vibrations that help you know when to call it. I just know you need to snap the ball because when you look at that, we see it every single Saturday when we watch football. We like, hey man, these jokers about to call a timeout because they don't even know the play clock. So that's a nice touch. I like that, EA. They also said they want to be more like Saturday, which is cool. It's the aesthetics, you know, the presentations and all this other music and the marching band. I mean, that's cool. Like, it looked good for like the first, give it about what, week, 2? After that, it's like, hey, bro, I need to hold the X button or the A button. I need to get through this. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely like skipping through it. Like at the end of the day, it's fun to see it and watch, but we need to be able to skip through that. But either way, man, working on the aesthetics ain't a bad thing, man. But don't focus so much on the presentation and focus on the gameplay. Now they talking about next level gameplay. Now what is next level gameplay? I'm guessing they said something about more or less that they worked on more of the commentary, so that's good. New lines, not just the same old lines that we heard from last year. Actually had one of them, I forgot his name, but he went back in and did some more recording to sound more excited about when he was in the booth, you know what I'm saying, compared to he just didn't seem like he had that feeling like he was really calling the game or not. So that's a plus for them to go back and actually work on that. So that's a good look, man. That's a nice touch. They also brought back the much anticipated, what we've been screaming for all those who played NCAA football. They brought back the trophy case room, man. Listen, that is amazing. And not only did they just bring it back for Dynasty, it's across all modes. That's gonna be dope. So everything that you're doing now, you can go into your trophy case and peep game on, you know what I'm saying, talking a little trash, take a screenshot of your trophy case and send it to the homie like, hey bro, I'm outside, man. So either way, I think that's dope. And it's even better that it's just not for Dynasty, that they put it across all modes. Speaking of Dynasty, crossplay is back. Man, round of applause for that, man. Oh my God. Now, I mean, it's still 32 users, but now in some of these leagues, now you got Xbox and you got PlayStation together, so we'll be able to fill up these leagues a lot easier than having it separated. That was sort of a pain last year that you couldn't play together in Dynasties. I mean, you can play together online, but in Dynasties, it's just more on the line for that. So now, I think that's a dope, much needed play and move for them to do, man. So now, hey, man, we ain't got no excuses. We can really get it cracking. And you know they can't forget Road to Glory. I don't really play it, but I don't knock it either. But Road to Glory sounds pretty dope this time around for real. Because what they're doing now is you start off in high school. Now, I don't know where you start off in high school because, you know, before in the old one, in NCAA, you start off as a senior. I don't think you start off as a senior in this one. I don't know, because the way that they saying, you may start off like probably like a junior or something, and then you're going through your year and you're trying to improve on your player. And then crazy enough, you start to get more looks, more letters, more attention as you get better and your stats go up, which then you can actually verbally commit to a college. And then as you get better and better, if another college comes along that you really wanted, you can decommit and then verbally commit to that. Now, if you don't see that every single year on YouTube, watching all these recruits, then I don't know what you're watching. That's definitely a dope added addition, because that's exactly what happens in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was dope. They also did the hat ceremony. So they're going to have the hats on the table, your top 3, and then you go ahead and pick which one it is. Now, I think that's a dope look. Not a big, huge Road to Glory fan, but I think that's still a nice touch. Now, when we talk about college football playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Basically the online community, right? They're saying that they're adding a new progressive system. I don't think I like that. And the reason why I don't like it is because there was nothing wrong with what you had. The tier system you had was pretty cool. It was consistent, and if you could make it into the Heisman, it is what it was. And if you couldn't, then you just dropped down to All-American, like, you know what I'm saying? But either way, I like that tier system. But they said they got something different, something new. They still kept the same format, I'm guessing, with the whole still winning titles, because they stated that one of your titles could be in your trophy case. So we got to find out. We're going to wait and see. But that is what it is at the end of the day, man. But I hope they don't do too much, which takes away from the experience of the online thing. So we'll see. It also sounds like they're going to add home field advantage to the online play. Now, I know. That's dope to me, because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's the challenge and it's added. You know what I'm saying? And that pressure could be there, which makes the game a little bit more interesting. But at the same thing, they're going to say, oh, man, they got an unfair advantage. We know all the pros going to cry about it, because we know that's all they do is cry. They don't ever just say the game's decent and let it ride. Cry, and cry some more. So if they get into this community, they start crying, they definitely gonna have to probably change it. But if they do start with it, I think it'll still be dope, because it's a different touch. But that was the first official trailer video for us for College Football 26. That was the reveal. You know what I'm saying? We went over to Campus Huddle, the little information they got. And as they drop more information, you already know, dog, I'm going to go over it. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the Dynasty. I'm looking forward to the Dynasty deep dive. And actually, I'm looking forward to the gameplay deep dive as well, because I want to know the new mechanics and everything that they did. Because at the end of the day, as long as they continue to improve on some of the things that they had issues with from 25, man, we'll be in a great space, because I love college football, so it is what it is. But until the next video, man, Y'all stay safe, man, and may God continue to bless you and your family. What up, family, man? And I hope you enjoyed the video, man. And if you enjoyed the video, then come on, dog. Help your unk out. You already know what I'm finna ask you to do. Smash the like button. And consider subscribing to the channel if you have not, as it is only a thumb movement and it helps me out tremendously. And there is no me without you. Also, if you didn't know, I live stream on YouTube and Twitch, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So pull up on Young if you need somebody to help you get through your work day, or you chilling at the crib and ain't got nothing going on. Believe it or not, might pull you in to play with me, man. We building a dope community. Speaking of community, man, I got my own Discord. Finally did it. The Discord link will be in the description below, man. Go ahead and click that link. Believe it or not, sometimes I might pull up, hey, I want to play with my community, man, so we can get on the game and, you know what I'm saying, get it cracking. And we have great conversations, settings, anything you need to know is going to be in there, man. You can holler at your unk, A1, off the dribble, you know what I'm saying? I'll get back to you as soon as I see the message, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I am busy. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But still trying to build a dope little community for us, man. So please, man, join the Discord link. Hit the subscribe button if you have not, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever it is on Twitch and on YouTube. Just pull up on Young, man. You already know. And like I always say, if ain't no one told you that they love you today, just know that Jesus loves you, man. Peace and love, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.